Hello and welcome back to the EPL Prediction Podcast. I'm Amir, this is Hussein, and we're going to be predicting week 10 of the EPL action. And we're going to be doing a recap for week 9, and then at the end, you find the scoreboard. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and watch the video the whole way through. And Hussein, we're going to be doing some fantasy tips that we're going to be dropping along the way as we predict each match. So Hussein, the first match up is Crystal Palace against Newcastle. Crystal Palace is at
Yeah.
home. Who you got?
So Zaha is not available for this game again. So I'll go for a 2-1 Newcastle away win.
Okay, so Mohsen's gone for a win for Crystal Palace as well. He hasn't sent in score predictions, but he's gone for a Crystal Palace win. Uh, it's tempting to go with a draw here, especially
Mm.
since Crystal Palace are at home, and they are
Mm.
hard to beat at home. So I'm going to go for a Crystal Palace versus Newcastle draw over here. Then up next is Brighton at home against Liverpool. I think Liverpool have shown they can survive with all their injuries, and Salah is back. And Brighton are
Yeah.
struggling a little bit, so I'm going to go with 3-0 Liverpool win.
I'll go for a 3-1 Liverpool win. I think they're weak at the back. Away they might concede a goal. Yeah. So almost the same. 3-1 Liverpool win.
I think the only way for a clean sheet, because Brighton are struggling in front of goal, they can't
Yeah.
score that many. So that's why I'm going for a clean sheet for Liverpool. Mohsin's gone for a win for Liverpool as well. Then up next is the City at home against Burnley. This has the highest chance of a clean sheet according to all the advanced stats and all the
Yeah.
bookmakers as well. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 Manchester City win here. Hopefully with goals for Sterling and what's his name,
KDB.
KDB, because they've been ruining my fantasy draft
Yeah.
all season. By the way, did you have any fantasy tips for any of the matches that we've talked about?
Yeah. So on top there was, of course, there's Wilson because
Callum
Wilson's
Wilson.
FDR is very strong. His
Okay.
next few games are very good fixtures for Newcastle. So Wilson is there if you want to replace a Werner or something and
Okay.
want to get back Salah if the people who have
Okay.
removed Salah.
Okay.
Liverpool Jota is top pick right now.
Yeah.
In 6.6 million he offers as much as Salah or as much as a Firmino or even as much or more than Mane for sure
Okay.
at this point of time. So yeah, Jota is there, and City right now has to be clean sheet. Yeah, you
You have
have to
you expect
you
them to.
if yeah you expect them to keep a clean sheet. So Ruben Diaz is a good pick over here. Laporte is very expensive,
Hmm.
so it's difficult to adjust high price defenders, especially because everybody will be having a Chilwell or something high anyways.
Okay.
So
So
yeah, the City defense looks good, but it's expensive, so you can't change your whole team for City defense right now.
okay. Who do you have for the result?
2-0 City win,
City win. Mohsin's gone
comfortable.
for a
They
City
should be
win as
comfortable.
well.
Yeah.
Then up next is Everton at home against Leeds. Who do you have here?
Yeah. I have a 1-1 draw over here.
Oh, again.
Hopefully DCL and Bamford not scoring. So
Oh, you removed
that would
DCL?
be great. DCL and Bamford not scoring.
Did you
Anybody else?
remove DCL or you did not
No,
have
no, no. I
DCL?
removed Werner.
Oh, you remove one. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for Everton win here. I think Everton are in good form. They have all their players back. The full team is playing, so I think they should be good value against Leeds, who have got like 1 point out of the last three matches. Uh, so
But
I
they should
think
have
DCL
won two out of them, in my opinion. They should have won Arsenal.
they should have
That game was there.
they
They
could have
just
won
got
Arsenal,
unlucky.
but they just
Yeah.
failed to finish their chances. You have to finish your chances. Okay,
Too
so
many chances they're creating. Yeah. Like 25 shots or something they had against Arsenal. They didn't score a goal.
yeah, but it was just a 1.7 xg. They took a lot of shots from far
Yeah.
out also.
Far
But
off.
still,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because there was a
But
man
I
down.
think Everton is a better team than Arsenal. If you
Yeah.
go,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
see on
They're
goals
a
this
better
season,
team.
and
Yeah.
Everton are at home, so I'm going to go for an Everton win. Even Mohsin agrees with me, so with an Everton win. Then up next is West Brom at home against Sheffield United. I'm thinking Sheffield United get their first win of the season here. Uh,
Hmm.
they have to. They're backed against the wall. They are actually a good team. Based on last season, they haven't shown it so far this season, but they are a good team. They should be better than West Brom, who are by all advanced stats one of the worst teams to ever play in the Premier League ever.
Yeah.
And this season, they are the worst team in the Premier League. So I have to go with the Sheffield
It,
United
it
win.
looked Fulham is the worst team, but actually Fulham is playing some pretty decent stuff compared to West Brom and Sheffield. Sheffield is on the table. Sheffield is last, yeah, right now.
Uh, they have to be there or thereabouts. I think they have 1 point.
Yeah, they have 1 point. So I've gone for a West Brom home win. I still don't think Sheffield is going to win their first game. I was contemplating a draw, but I'm thinking at home. If these guys want to survive relegation, they have to at least start winning at home. So that's why I've gone for a 1-0 West Brom win here.
Okay, so Mohsin's gone for a Sheffield United win as well. Up next is Southampton at home against Manchester United. Who do you have here?
Yeah. I've
Go
gone for a
ahead.
2-1
Go ahead.
Man United win.
Oh, you've gone for a win.
Yeah,
Oh,
2-1 Man United upset.
oh, it's an
I
upset.
think Southampton is ahead, yeah.
Southampton is
So,
ahead. But Man U
yeah,
have a match in
so,
hand though.
so they'll go for an upset win. So Southampton is going to be really strong to beat at home. But Man United is doing well. Very few mistakes at the back, scoring the chances. Bruno is in form. Should do well, yeah. So 2-1 win.
So I've gone for a Manchester United win as well. Same 2-1.
Hmm.
I think they're looking good.
Hmm.
But they do have this Jekyll and Hyde performances, Manchester United. But they seem to have hit a groove. At least like the last three, four matches, they're looking good. They look good in Europe as well. And
Hmm.
Bruno's starting to really show stamp his
Yeah.
authority on the game. So I'm going to go for a Manchester United win.
And Man United is doing really good away. So that's the thing. At home they're struggling. So their away form is good. That's why I've gone for a win there.
Moses gone for a Manchester United win as well. The fantasy tip here, this is I think you cannot avoid it any longer. You have to get Bruno Fernandes in your team.
Yeah.
Somehow he's scoring, he's assisting, he's taking penalties, and he's enjoying his football. I think Manchester United are hitting a good patch of form. You have to find a way to get. I have found a way to put Bruno Fernandes in my team. So I would suggest everybody else do that as well, or not, considering I have him. The ultimate jinx has him in his team. So
Yeah,
make of that
but
what you will.
and the main thing is that if you don't have Bruno and he's like around 30 to 35 percent people are keeping him as captain. So if you don't have Bruno at all and he performs, it's a big lead. You can't come back from that. You
Yeah,
can't come back from that.
he's my captain this week as well.
Yeah,
So
I took a -4 last week just to make him captain,
okay.
and it worked out because otherwise captain would be Kane, and that would be disaster.
I did pretty well with my captain last week. I had DCL. Uh, Up next is Chelsea at home against Spurs. I think this is the biggest test of Chelsea. This is where they show either they are pretenders or contenders. Okay, I think they're a comfortable top four team, anyways, irrespective of the result here. But if they get a win here, they are contenders for the title. Because, but if they don't,
Yeah,
if they fail to win, if they get a loss, I don't think you
yeah,
can count them as contenders for the title.
yeah,
So, but
exactly. And
I'm gonna go
yeah,
for a draw here.
yeah.
I don't think
Even
that I
even
don't
I
think
feel it's a draw. Mourinho
I,
is not going to risk it, and Lampard will be pretty happy taking a draw here because he can't afford a loss, as you said. So yeah, it should be a draw. Both are not going to go for it unless and until somebody counters at the end. But here they're not going to go for the win.
I'm not sure whether Lampard goes for it or not, because we haven't seen so much of his career over the this.
Hmm.
But if he goes for
Yeah,
it, he plays right into Mourinho's hands. I think
yeah.
Mourinho is going to sit on the
That will be
counter,
disaster.
wait for them to make a mistake, and get in there. But all that attacking firepower at Lampard's hand, and they're at home, he might just go for it. I'm not sure, but if there was a winner in this match, I would pick Spurs. I don't think
Yeah,
Chelsea can win this, considering the form Spurs are in, how well their defense is also holding up. So yeah, I don't think I think it could be a nil-nil draw for all we know. Mohsin's gone for a
yeah.
draw as well.
Hmm.
Any fantasy tips here?
No, not exactly. Everybody has Kane or a son. You can't get in anybody. You can't remove Chilwell just for one game.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Stay,
nothing. I
stick
don't
with what
think.
you have. Okay.
Yes,
Then up
they go.
next is Arsenal at home against Wolves. Who do you have here?
I have an Arsenal draw again. Although Arsenal are a shit team, they're playing such crap football. You don't feel like watching them anymore. The 360 degree of what they were before. Over attacking team and all. Horrible team to watch. I've gone for a draw here, 1-1 draw.
Yeah,
Just gut feeling.
I'm going for a draw here as well, but I really feel good about Wolves. But I
Yeah,
think it's a safer pick considering Arsenal are at home. But I think Wolves are a much better team, at least playing better football than
Playing,
Arsenal.
yeah.
They're playing
Arsenal
better
is
football
playing
than
rubbish
Arsenal.
football, yeah. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be shocked for the Wolves win, but I'm going to pick a draw as Mohsin's gone for a draw as well. So I think it makes sense in the game wise to just stick with the crowd here and not
Yeah.
stick my neck out. Up next is Leicester at home against Fulham. I'm going to go for a Leicester win, 3-0, Vardy to go crazy. And I think Leicester should be comfortable. I feel good about the Leicester clean sheet here. What do you have?
Yeah, 4-0 Leicester win for me too. I think if there was a game Vardy was going to get a hat trick, it's this. So again, captain, if you have him, make him your captain. If you
And
don't, then just pray to God.
he,
Because this could be a big, big week for them.
yep. And yeah, Mohsin's gone for a Leicester win as well.
Yeah.
Then last but not the actually the least, West Ham is at home against Aston Villa. I'm gonna go for a West Ham win here, uh,
Yeah.
1-0 or 2-0. Uh, I'm not sure about the clean sheet, but I'm feel good about a West Ham win.
Yeah, even I think it's going to be a West Ham win, but I think Aston Villa score a goal here. So I go for a 2-1 West Ham win.
Okay, so Mohsin's gone for a West Ham win as well.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. We've done all 10 fixtures here,
Yep. That's
and
done.
let's do a recap of last week. Where is last week's fixtures? Okay, so last week we had Newcastle. Uh, Newcastle were at home against Chelsea. All of us had a Chelsea win. Chelsea won.
Yeah.
Aston Villa against Brighton. All of us picked Aston Villa to win. Aston Villa did not win. And Spurs against City. All of us had a draw. Spurs hit Manchester United, hurt them the most. Man U against West Brom. All of us had a Man U win. Man U won. Fulham against Everton. All of us had Everton winning. Everton won comfortably. Actually, not comfortably. They struggled at the end.
Very
Uh,
lucky win, yeah.
Sheffield United at home against West Ham. All of us had West Ham winning. West Ham won. Leeds against Arsenal. You had a draw, and me and Mohsen had Arsenal winning, but it was a draw, and Arsenal barely survived. Liverpool against Leicester. All of us went for a draw, but Liverpool won that quite comfortably and shockingly comfortably.
Thrashed them, yeah.
Thrashed Leicester. Burnley against Crystal Palace. All of us had a Crystal Palace win, and I think I had a Burnley draw. I had went for a draw,
Mhm.
but Burnley won. They got that goal, which I didn't think they could get, but they held on to the clean
Mhm.
sheet. Wolves against Southampton. You and me had a draw, and Mohsin went for a Southampton win, which did not work out for him. So the scoreboard looks like this: you got 30 points, I got 25 points, Mohsin got 20 points, and the final scoreboard I'll put it up at the end of the pod.
Yeah. I wanted to add some fantasy tips for some defenders.
Okay.
Uh, there are some really good budget defenders out there. Burnley are looking good again in the defense. They're hardly conceding one goal, or last game they kept a clean sheet. So their defense is back on. West Ham defense is doing superb. Kofal is really good. Leicester City has this player got Fofana or something. He's also a very, very, very good pick. Very good cheap pick. But again, Pereira is back. We have to keep an eye who will get dropped, either Justin or uh, who's the other guy on the fullback?
Castagna.
Castane, yeah. So one will get dropped. There are some really good defensive picks out there. No need to spend money on defense anymore, which was the case last year. So
Hmm.
yeah,
No,
that's
I, I
that.
I wish you wouldn't have said for fun. I just picked him for my draft team, and now he feels doomed. Uh,
Okay.
Anyways,
That,
so that about wraps it up. Some good, nice
yeah.
fantasy tips there, and we're gonna see you next week with the recap for this week and the predictions for week 11. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any comments or if you want to predict, if you think you can do better than our prediction, do let us know in the comments. And we'll see you
Yep.
next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.